Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how I made this super simple off-shoulder long sleeve bodycon that can work for any size because as always, you'll be using your own garment for pattern making. So if you're interested in how I achieve this look, please stay tuned. Alright guys, let's get started. I have 2 yards of this baby blue stretched cotton knit fabric, and I'll be using this long sleeve bodycon to trace for the pattern. First, I take the dress and fold it in half to the front. I measure 2 inches down starting from the front neckline. I fold and trace from that point to the top of the inner shoulder seam on a diagonal line. I trace along the shoulders and use my seam ripper to poke through and indicate the armhole seam onto the craft paper. I continue tracing down the other side of the dress. I wanted the length of the dress to be about mid-calf, so I tried the dress on and measured down to that length, and I ended up adding 25 inches for the length down the side of the fold. At the bottom, I measure across 7 inches, which is 1 inch shorter than the bottom of the dress. Then I connect those 2 points, tapering in the other side of the dress. Next, I take the sleeve and lay that flat. I trace the straight edge for the fold, then I use my seam ripper to poke through the top of the arm seam and continue tracing along the other side and across the bottom. Here's the pattern for the front and back of the dress that will be cut twice on the fold. And here's the pattern for the sleeves that will also be cut on the fold twice. After cutting my patterns onto the fabric, I take the front and back pieces and line the shoulders together, right sides facing in. Also, before cutting the fabric, I made sure that the stretch of the fabric was horizontal or across the width of the fabric. Now I'm going to sew the shoulders with a zigzag stitch. When that's sewn together, I open up the armhole, front facing up. Then I grab and line the center point of the sleeve and the shoulder seam and pin together. Then I continue pinning both sides, right sides facing in. I sew across with a zigzag stitch. After attaching both sleeves, I line the dress right side facing in and pin the underarm seams together. I make sure the raw edges of the sleeves and the sides of the dress are lined together. Then, starting from the end of the sleeve, I sew straight down all the way to the bottom of the dress with a zigzag stitch. After sewing the sides together, I turn the dress right side out. I cut a 1/2 inch down at the center point of the front and back neckline. From there, I fold a 1/2 inch in and pin. I continue to fold in and pin along the neckline, then sew around with a zigzag stitch. I'm also going to hem around the ends of the sleeve and the bottom of the dress by folding in a 1/2 inch and sewing around with a zigzag stitch as well. Lastly, here's the neckline after being hemmed, and the end of the sleeves and the bottom of the dress hemmed as well. Once I'm done hemming, the dress is now complete. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when there's a new upload. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!